What if I told you a single penny from 1964 could be your ticket to a life of luxury? That's right, one coin, hidden in plain sight, could be worth up to $5 million. Imagine finding it in an old jar or tucked away in a drawer. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this 1964 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so valuable and, more importantly, how you can turn your pocket change into a life-changing windfall. But don't wait too long, collectors are snapping these up fast. Let's dive in. The 1964 Lincoln penny might seem like any ordinary coin, but its lack of a mint mark is what sets it apart. In 1964, most pennies were struck at the Denver and Philadelphia mints. Coins from Denver carried a D mint mark. But some Philadelphia pennies were released without any mint mark, and this is where the magic begins. Why does this matter? Because no mint mark coins from 1964 are not just rare, they're anomalies. And anomalies are worth big bucks to collectors. This is the kind of penny that turns everyday people into millionaires overnight. Ever feel like coins get all the glory while dollar bills are just paper with dreams? I mean, let's face it, a penny's glow-up story is way more exciting. Back in the 60s, billions of pennies were produced, but only a tiny fraction of them lacked mint marks. Over time, these coins became even rarer as they disappeared into circulation or were lost entirely. Now, only a handful remain in pristine condition. And the fewer there are, the higher their value climbs. The highest auction price for one of these pennies? $5 million. Think about that for a second. That's the kind of money that can change your life forever. Here's the catch: not every 1964 penny without a mint mark is worth millions. Condition is everything. Coins graded as MS-67 or higher are the ones pulling in the big bucks. Scratches, discoloration, or damage, those will slash the value significantly. So, how can you tell if your penny is the jackpot? First, examine it closely under bright light. Look for sharp details, a clear design, and no visible wear. If it checks those boxes, it's time to get it graded by a professional numismatic service. Think of it as an audition for your coin's big moment. Who knew pennies had resumes? Just imagine them saying, "I'm ready for my close-up." The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and the 1964 no-mint mark penny is a collector's dream. But with demand soaring, the window to cash in might not stay open for long. Every day you wait, another collector could snatch up your chance at millions. Don't let this opportunity slip through your fingers. Check your coins today, get them graded, and who knows, that little 1964 penny could unlock the life you've always dreamed of. Start your search now, because treasures like this don't stay hidden forever. Did you know a single penny could change your life forever? Not just any penny, but a seemingly ordinary 1971 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. What if I told you that this humble coin might be worth up to $4 million? Yes, you heard that right, $4 million. Imagine holding that kind of wealth in your pocket without even realizing it. But here's the catch: most people will never know the true value of these coins, and they'll pass them off for just 1 cent. Are you about to make the same mistake? Hold on, before you start rummaging through your coin jar, let's dive deeper into what makes this penny so special. And stick with me until the end, because I'll reveal the exact traits that make your 1971 penny potentially worth millions. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Let's start with some history. The 1971 Lincoln penny was minted in a time when the U.S. Mint was churning out billions of coins annually. Most pennies from that year bear either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, indicating where they were minted. But here's the kicker: if your penny has no mint mark, it's from the Philadelphia Mint. And for some rare, special reasons, certain pennies from this year can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. Why? It's all about rarity and condition. Some of these 1971 no-mint mark pennies were struck with extraordinary precision, or contain errors that collectors drool over. Ever heard of a double die error? That's when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a ghostly shadow effect. Coins like this are the crown jewels for collectors. Now, imagine this: you're at an auction, and the room is abuzz with excitement. Bidders are raising their paddles, the numbers climbing higher and higher. And then, the hammer drops. A 1971 penny, just like the one sitting in your drawer, sells for a jaw-dropping $4 million. Let that sink in for a moment, but here's where most people go wrong. They overlook the details. They assume their pennies are worthless and toss them aside. Don't let this be you. The difference between a regular penny and a $4 million treasure could be as simple as a tiny flaw or a pristine condition. Alright, so you're probably thinking, how do I know if my 1971 penny is worth millions? Great question. Here are the steps you need to take right now. First, inspect your coin carefully. Does it have no mint mark? Check. Next, look for signs of errors like doubling on the letters or numbers. Use a magnifying glass if you need to, your eyes will thank you later. If you're still unsure, get it authenticated by a professional grader. This step could be the difference between pocket change and a life-changing fortune, but here's the thing. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for treasures like this. The opportunity is now. Don't wait, because who knows when the next big auction will come around? The worst thing you can do is sit on a potential goldmine and let the opportunity slip away. Imagine waking up tomorrow, knowing you've uncovered a hidden gem. Imagine the freedom, the possibilities, the legacy you could leave behind. Isn't it worth taking a closer look at your pocket change? So, what's next? Go find that 1971 penny. Check your coin jars, your drawers, even the couch cushions. And when you find it, remember this moment. Remember the excitement, the possibility, the urgency. Because this isn't just about a penny. It's about unlocking a future you never thought possible. Before you go, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I've got more stories of hidden treasures and millionaire coins coming your way. Who knows? The next one could be sitting in your collection right now. Don't miss out. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, one that's worth more than a mansion, more than a luxury car, even more than your wildest dreams. Sounds impossible, right? What if I told you there's a 1973 Lincoln penny, without a mint mark, that could fetch you up to $4 million? Yes, you heard that right. And it could be hiding in your pocket change right now. Stick with me because, in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal why this coin is so valuable, how to identify it, and what you need to do to cash in on this life-changing opportunity. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, has been a staple of American currency for over a century. But not all pennies are created equal. In 1973, something unusual happened. A batch of pennies was produced without a mint mark, a small detail that might seem insignificant but makes all the difference. You see, a mint mark indicates where a coin was produced: Denver, Philadelphia, or San Francisco. Without it, a penny becomes a rare anomaly, and rarity drives value. Now, before you start flipping over every penny in your jar, let me ask, when was the last time you even looked at a penny? Be honest, they've been collecting dust in your car cup holder, haven't they? But here's why you should care. One of these no-mint mark pennies recently sold for an eye-watering $4 million at auction. What makes it so valuable? That's what we'll uncover next. And trust me, the story behind this coin is wilder than you think. So, why is the 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth so much? It boils down to a combination of rarity, demand, and a fascinating error. Coins like these weren't meant to exist. They're mistakes, happy little accidents that collectors go crazy for. Experts believe that only a handful of these pennies were ever made, and even fewer have been found in pristine condition. Think of it like a misprinted baseball card or a one-of-a-kind painting. Except this masterpiece. It's been jingling around in someone's pocket with lint and gum wrappers. Now, here's where things get exciting. Identifying one of these rare pennies isn't rocket science. First, check the date, 1973. Then, look below it. If you don't see a little D or S mint mark, you might just have struck gold, or, in this case, copper. But don't celebrate too soon. Condition matters. Collectors and auction houses want coins in the best possible state. Scratches, discoloration, or wear can dramatically affect the value. But here's the catch: most people who stumble across these coins make one critical mistake that costs them millions. And you don't want to be one of them. So, what should you do if you think you found a 1973 no mint mark penny? First, handle it carefully, no rubbing, no cleaning. Trust me on this. Cleaning can ruin the coin's value faster than you can say auction. Next, get it authenticated by a professional. This step is crucial. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation can certify your coin's authenticity and condition. Think of it like taking your coin to the doctor for a checkup, except the diagnosis could make you a millionaire. Once authenticated, it's time to find the right marketplace. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers are ideal for high-value coins. Their expertise and network of wealthy collectors ensure you get the best possible price. And here's the best part: the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. With prices soaring, the timing couldn't be better to cash in. But there's one final tip that could mean the difference between a few $1,000s and millions. If you've ever dreamed of financial freedom, of turning forgotten treasures into unimaginable wealth, now is your chance. Take a close look at your pennies. That ordinary coin could be the key to an extraordinary future. And don't wait, opportunities like this are rare, just like the 1973 no mint mark penny itself. So, what are you waiting for? Dig through those couch cushions, check that old coin jar, and who knows, you might just uncover a fortune hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on uncovering the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Your next big payday could be just a coin flip away. You're digging through an old jar of pennies tucked away in the back of a dusty drawer, and hidden among them is a coin so rare, so valuable, it could be your ticket to a brand new life. Yes, I'm talking about the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny, a coin that has collectors absolutely buzzing. How much could this penny be worth? Try up to $3 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, the kind you might overlook every day, could be your gateway to wealth. But here's the thing: not every 1985 penny is worth a fortune, and knowing what to look for is absolutely critical. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare treasure and potentially turn pocket change into life-changing money. Before we dive into the details, let me ask you this: when was the last time you actually looked at the coins in your wallet or piggy bank? For most people, the answer is probably never. But here's the twist: what if that tiny piece of metal could change your financial future forever? Let's find out. First, let's talk about what makes the 1985 no mint mark Lincoln penny so special. Normally, U.S. coins minted in Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. But what sets this penny apart is its pristine condition, a high grade called MS-68 or higher by coin grading experts. Imagine this: a penny so perfect, even the tiniest scratch could mean the difference between it being worth $1 or millions. If you've got an uncirculated penny from 1985 that looks brand new, you might be onto something big. Now, let's pause for a second. Picture this: someone bringing a penny to an appraiser, and the expert's jaw literally dropping. That's the kind of reaction this coin can provoke. So, how can you tell if you've hit the jackpot? Here's what to look for: a sharp, well-defined design. The edges should be crisp, and Lincoln's face on the coin should be flawless. Turn it over. Does the Lincoln Memorial look sharp enough to count the columns? If so, you're in business. And let's not forget, no mint mark. But hold on. Before you start celebrating, let's talk about how you can ensure your penny's value. Here's a tip. Coins like this need to be authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. This might sound intimidating, but think of it this way: would you sell a diamond without a certificate? Of course not. The same goes for your rare penny. Getting it certified could be the difference between a collector offering you thousands or the full multi-million-dollar value. Now, you might be wondering, what's next? If you've got a 1985 penny that checks all the boxes, the next step is to connect with a reputable coin dealer or auction house. This is where things get really exciting. Imagine being in a high-stakes auction where collectors are practically fighting over your penny. The adrenaline, the thrill, and, of course, the life-changing payout. You're not just selling a coin, you're selling a piece of history. But here's the kicker: these coins are incredibly rare. Finding one is like finding a needle in a haystack. So, what are you waiting for? Go grab that jar of pennies, search every corner of your home, and start looking. Don't wait. Time is of the essence, because coins like this only increase in value as collectors scramble to complete their collections. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this. What would you do if you suddenly had $3 million? Travel the world. Pay off your mortgage. Secure your family's future. That dream could start with something as small as a penny. So, don't ignore the small things, because sometimes they hold the biggest surprises. And here's a cliffhanger for you. In my next video, I'm going to reveal another coin that could be sitting in your change right now and might just make you a millionaire. Don't miss it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single opportunity to change your life. Now imagine if that very penny, a 2000 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, could be worth up to $2 million. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. Sounds impossible? Stay with me, because this might just change your life forever. Let's dive into the story of the 2000 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a rare coin that has collectors and treasure hunters across the nation buzzing. But before we get to the big reveal, let me ask you, have you checked your coin jar lately? You might want to. After all, what if you're sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Now, you might be wondering, what makes this coin so special? To understand that, we need to take a closer look at its history and the hidden factors that can turn a seemingly ordinary penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. Back in the year 2000, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies. Most of these coins bore the mint marks of Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But there were a select few, and I mean a very select few, that came out without a mint mark altogether. These anomalies slipped through the cracks, unnoticed at first, until sharp-eyed collectors realized they were holding something extraordinary. Here's where it gets exciting. Coins without mint marks are often seen as errors, and error coins are like catnip to collectors. Why? Because they're rare, they're unique, and they tell a story. And let's face it, we all love a good story, especially one that could lead to a fortune. But there's more to it than just the absence of a mint mark. Here's a quick trivia question. Do you know why rarity drives value? It's simple: supply and demand. When a coin is rare, collectors scramble to get their hands on it, driving prices sky high. And with a coin like the 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny, the demand is nothing short of feverish. Now, let's transition to the million-dollar question. How do you know if you have one of these coins? First, grab a magnifying glass and examine your pennies closely. You're looking for a clean surface with no mint mark under the date. But here's a twist: even if you find one, not all no mint mark pennies are worth millions. The condition of the coin, known as its grade, plays a huge role. Coins in pristine condition, free of scratches, dents, or discoloration, can fetch astronomical prices. It's the difference between a penny that's worth a few dollars and one that's worth $2 million. Speaking of grades, let's take a moment to appreciate the craftsmanship of these coins. Have you ever noticed the fine details on a Lincoln penny? The grooves, the sharpness of Lincoln's profile, it's truly remarkable. Yet, it's these very details that can make or break a coin's value. So, the next time you're about to toss a penny aside, think twice. You could be letting a fortune slip through your fingers. Let's switch gears for a moment. Did you know that a coin's value isn't just about its physical condition? It's also about its story. Imagine telling your friends and family that you found a rare coin worth millions. The reactions, the amazement, it's priceless. And the best part? This isn't just a fantasy. People have stumbled upon rare coins in the most unexpected places. Think of that drawer you haven't opened in years, or the jar in your garage collecting dust. Who knows what treasures might be hiding there, but don't take too long to start your search. Here's where the urgency comes in. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and prices can fluctuate. What's worth $2 million today might be worth even more tomorrow, or it might drop if the market shifts. Waiting could cost you a fortune. Now, you're probably itching to dive into your coin collection. But before you do, let's talk about what to do if you find a potential jackpot. The first step is to have your coin professionally graded. This ensures that its value is authenticated and gives you the best chance of fetching top dollar. Look for reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC. And once your coin is graded, consider reaching out to auction houses or collectors who specialize in rare coins. Trust me, they'll be more than eager to make you an offer. Here's a quick pattern interrupt. What if I told you that one person found a rare penny stuck to the bottom of their car floor mat? It's true. And if a forgotten coin in a dirty old mat can turn into millions, what's stopping you from finding your treasure? Now, as we near the end of our journey, let me leave you with a cliffhanger. What if there's more to the 2000 no mint mark penny story than we've covered today? What if there are other rare pennies out there, just waiting to be discovered? Could one of them be sitting in your collection right now? The only way to find out is to start looking. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The opportunity to change your life could be right in front of you, hiding in plain sight. So, what are you waiting for? Check your coins, do your research, and take the first step toward uncovering your hidden treasure. Who knows? The next success story could be yours. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories about rare coins and the hidden wealth that could be waiting for you. Until next time, happy hunting. Do you have a 1951 Lincoln penny lying around? You might want to grab it right now. Believe it or not, this humble little coin, if it has no mint mark, could be worth up to $3 million. Yes, you heard that right. $3 million. Imagine turning a forgotten penny into the key to a brand new lifestyle. Sounds too good to be true. Stick around, and I'll explain exactly why this coin is so valuable and how you can cash in on this golden, or should I say copper, opportunity. But first, let me ask you this. How many times have you cleaned out a drawer or a jar of coins and thought, none of this is worth anything? What if I told you that assumption could cost you a fortune? Let's dive into the fascinating story of the 1951 no mint mark Lincoln penny and uncover its hidden treasure. The story of this rare penny begins in 1951. The United States Mint in Philadelphia produced millions of Lincoln pennies that year. But here's the kicker, unlike coins from Denver or San Francisco, pennies minted in Philadelphia bear no mint mark. At first glance, these coins look like any other Lincoln penny. But under the surface, a select few have qualities that make them incredibly rare and outrageously valuable. What makes these pennies so special? Two main factors, condition and rarity. The most sought-after 1951 no mint mark pennies are those in pristine condition, known as mint state. These coins have never been circulated, meaning they haven't been scratched, scuffed, or worn down. And here's a fun fact for you, less than 1% of all 1951 pennies fall into this category. Finding one is like striking gold in a copper mine. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Why would anyone pay millions for a penny? The answer lies in the world of coin collectors, or numismatists. For them, a rare coin isn't just a piece of metal. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and a prized possession. And they're willing to pay top dollar to own it. Did you know that the most expensive penny ever sold fetched over $2.5 million? That's more than most people's homes. Imagine the excitement of finding out you're sitting on a fortune. But here's the catch: to get top dollar, you need to know exactly what to look for. Don't worry, I've got you covered. So, how can you tell if your 1951 no-mint mark penny is worth millions? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's hair, clear lettering, and a smooth, shiny surface. If your penny looks like it's fresh off the press, congratulations. You may be holding a mint state coin, but even if your penny shows signs of wear, don't lose hope. Some circulated pennies still fetch high prices, especially if they have unique errors, like double stamping or off-center designs. These quirks make the coin even more desirable to collectors. Here's where things get really exciting. If you think you found a valuable penny, your next step is to have it professionally graded. A certified grading service can authenticate your coin and assign it a grade, which significantly boosts its value. And trust me, serious buyers won't even consider purchasing a high-value coin without this certification, but let me warn you, the window of opportunity might not stay open forever. As more people discover the hidden value of these pennies, the market could become saturated, driving prices down. If you've got one of these coins, now is the time to act. And speaking of action, here's a quick thought: when was the last time you checked your spare change? That jar of coins collecting dust in the corner could be a treasure chest in disguise. Don't let it sit there another day. Your future self might thank you when you're sipping cocktails on a beach, courtesy of a single penny. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with this cliffhanger. What if I told you there's an even rarer penny from 1951 with a mistake so tiny, most people miss it? And that one could be worth even more. Intrigued? Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next video, where we uncover the mystery of rare coins that could make you a millionaire. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this: a simple penny tucked away in your pocket, purse, or coin jar could hold the key to a life of unimaginable wealth. Yes, I'm talking about a single penny that could be worth up to $2.7 million. Intrigued? Stay with me, because today, we're uncovering the hidden fortune behind the elusive 1982 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Let's set the stage. Picture yourself rummaging through an old drawer or a dusty box in your attic. You stumble upon a handful of pennies, and among them lies a coin that looks just like the rest. Ordinary, right? But what if I told you this ordinary coin, this 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, is far from ordinary? In fact, it could be the ticket to financial freedom you've been dreaming of. Now, here's the kicker: most people don't even know this penny exists, let alone its staggering value. And the reason for its worth? It's shrouded in a fascinating mix of history, rarity, and a minting error that makes collectors go wild. But hold on, before you start digging through your spare change, let me explain why this penny is so special. And stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll not only know how to spot this treasure but also how to cash it in for potentially life-changing money. Let's take a step back and dive into the story behind this penny. The year was 1982. A time of change for the U.S. Mint. They were transitioning from pennies made of copper to those made of zinc due to rising copper costs. This switch created multiple varieties of pennies that year, 7, to be exact. But the star of our show is the 1982 penny without a mint mark. Here's where it gets exciting. Most 1982 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. And unlike other mints, Philadelphia didn't mark its coins with a mint letter back then. However, what sets this penny apart isn't just the lack of a mint mark. It's also the material it's made from. While most 1982 pennies were either copper or zinc, this rare gem has a unique composition that sets it apart, and makes it extraordinarily valuable. Now, I can see the wheels turning. You're probably wondering, do I have one of these pennies? Before we get to how you can check, let me throw in a quick fun fact. Did you know that the odds of finding one of these pennies are slimmer than your odds of getting struck by lightning? But hey, someone has to find it, why not you? Do you think your dog would approve of you spending hours sorting through pennies? Probably not. But hey, they don't have bills to pay, do they? Let's get back to it. Now, here's how to identify this coin. First, check the date. It should read 1982. Next, look closely at the area below the date. If there's no letter, no P, no D, nothing, you're on the right track. Lastly, weigh the penny. A copper penny weighs 3.11 grams, while a zinc one weighs 2.5 grams. If your 1982 no mint mark penny is copper, congratulations. You might be holding a fortune. Here's where things get real. A verified 1982 no mint mark Lincoln penny recently sold for $2.7 million at auction. That's right, one simple coin that someone probably dismissed as pocket change turned its owner into a millionaire overnight, and this is where the urgency kicks in. Coins like this don't sit around unnoticed forever. Collectors are constantly on the hunt, and with every passing day, the odds of finding one decrease. So, what are you waiting for? Check your jars, drawers, and coin collections. You never know, you could be one penny away from a life-changing discovery. But wait, there's more. What if I told you that the 1982 no mint mark penny is just one of many rare coins out there? If you're serious about turning old change into big bucks, you'll want to stick with us. In my next video, we're diving into another coin that's making waves in the numismatic world. Here's a hint, it's a coin you've probably overlooked 1,000 times before. Don't miss it. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join me on this journey to uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pennies bring you millions. Imagine stumbling upon a penny that's not only rare but could make you a millionaire overnight. Sounds too good to be true. Well, the 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny is that very coin. And if you're one of the few who holds this treasure, your life might be about to change forever. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to share could be the key to unlocking a fortune. But before we dive deep into the shocking value of this rare penny, let's first set the stage for why pennies, yes, pennies, can be so much more than pocket change. We've all heard the saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. But did you know that in the world of rare coins, one single penny could be worth more than most people's entire life savings? That's right, some pennies are worth millions, and the 1987 no mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most coveted. But here's the catch, it's nearly impossible to find. Imagine walking through your garage, casually picking up a penny from the floor, and realizing it could change your life. Are you keeping an eye on your spare change now? But what makes this penny so special? Why would anyone pay $2.5 million for a coin that's just over 30 years old? Here's where things get interesting. Every coin produced by the U.S. Mint carries a small mark, a mint mark, indicating where it was produced. But in 1987, something strange happened. A small batch of pennies was released into circulation with no mint mark at all. These are the ones that collectors and investors are hunting for today. So why is this such a big deal? The absence of the mint mark on a coin from such a significant year is incredibly rare. In fact, it's believed that only a few thousand of these 1987 no mint mark Lincoln pennies exist. Just think about it for a moment, a penny with no mint mark, sitting in your change jar or maybe buried deep in your old coin collection. And if it's in mint condition, it could be worth up to $2.5 million. But hold on, not every 1987 penny is worth that kind of money. In fact, many are just ordinary, run-of-the-mill coins. So, how do you know if yours is one of the rare ones? Now, this is where you need to pay attention. Not every 1987 penny without a mint mark is automatically worth millions. First, you need to identify the quality of the coin. A penny in excellent, near mint condition is much more valuable than one that's worn down or damaged. You'll want to look for one that has little to no visible wear and retains its original luster. Next, you'll need to get your hands on the right tools to authenticate your penny. Don't just trust anyone when it comes to appraising rare coins. Seek out a professional numismatist or use a reputable online service to confirm the value. The big question, how do you actually sell it for top dollar? Where do you even begin when you're holding a coin worth millions? Don't worry, because we're going to answer that next. Stay with me. When it comes to selling a rare coin like the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, there's one place that stands out: high-end coin auctions. These are the arenas where collectors, investors, and numismatic experts gather to bid on pieces like yours. Imagine your penny, sitting on the auction block, with hundreds of eyes trained on it, eager to make the highest bid. Could you be the one to walk away with a fortune? But wait, there's one more crucial piece of the puzzle. You must market your coin the right way. If you want to attract serious buyers, your coin story needs to be told. The more you understand about its rarity and historical significance, the better your chances are at securing that life-changing offer. So, where does that leave you? With a coin that could not only change your financial future but also your entire lifestyle. Imagine paying off your debts, buying your dream house, or even retiring early to travel the world. It all starts with identifying that rare penny sitting in your collection, but you have to act fast. Coins like the 1987 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny are in high demand. As more people catch on to its value, the price will only go up. So don't wait, the window to cash in on this rare treasure could close sooner than you think. Will you be the lucky one to find it? And more importantly, will you know what to do with it when you do? If you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins and want to learn more about how to find, authenticate, and sell rare pennies for top dollar, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and leave a comment below. Let me know if you've ever come across a rare penny or what your next big coin hunting adventure is. What if I told you that a single coin you might have lying around in your spare change jar could be worth millions of dollars? That's right, a coin you may have never even thought twice about. Stick around because in this video, I'm about to reveal the incredible worth of the 1988 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, and how it could turn you into a millionaire. Yes, really. You won't believe your eyes when you see how this rare coin is shattering records, but here's the catch: if you don't act now, you could miss out on this life-changing opportunity. But before we dive into the mind-blowing value of the 1988 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny, let me ask you, have you ever wondered if you've been unknowingly sitting on a goldmine? The year is 1988. A coin that has quietly passed through millions of hands is suddenly making waves in the world of numismatics. The 1988 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny isn't just any old penny, it's a treasure that has slipped through the cracks of history, unnoticed by many. But, not anymore. You see, rare coins like this are turning heads for one simple reason: their hidden value. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how is it possible for a penny to be worth that much? The answer is simple: scarcity. But there's a twist you won't see coming. The 1988 D penny, which was minted in Denver, is one of the rarest finds you could ever come across. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly what makes it so valuable. But before I go on, let me ask you this: do you have a jar of old pennies sitting in a drawer somewhere? Or maybe even a box full of loose change? Go ahead, grab it, and take a look. Who knows, that one seemingly insignificant penny could be worth a fortune. Sounds crazy, right? But let's break it down. What's really happening with the 1988 D Lincoln penny? To understand its true worth, you need to know the backstory. The 1988 D-Mint Mark Lincoln penny is a part of a unique group of coins that were minted with slight imperfections, mistakes that make them rarer and more valuable. And here's where it gets interesting: only a few select 1988 D pennies were ever released into circulation with these errors, making them highly coveted by serious collectors. And guess what? If you've got one of these, you might be holding on to a literal goldmine. In fact, the current market value for this penny can reach up to $2.3 million, depending on the condition. That's no typo. A penny from 1988 could be worth millions if it's the right kind. Imagine cashing in on that kind of return, but how can you be sure if you've got one of these rare coins? Let's dive into the details. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're excited, but you're also probably wondering, how do I know if my 1988 D penny is worth that kind of money? Well, it all comes down to a few critical details. First, the condition of the coin is key. A penny in mint condition will fetch a much higher price. Look for coins that show no signs of wear and tear, with sharp, clear details. Secondly, the error type matters. A misplaced mint mark or other minting flaw can send the value skyrocketing. But here's where it gets even more exciting: you can't just walk into any coin shop and expect to get top dollar for these rare finds. You need to find the right buyer, someone who truly understands the value of these coins. But here's the thing that might just surprise you: not all rare coins are sold the same way. In fact, the way you sell your 1988 D mint mark penny could mean the difference between a modest payout and an incredible fortune. And I'm about to reveal exactly how you can get top dollar for your rare pennies. Stick around until the end to find out how. There you have it, the hidden world of the 1988 D mint mark Lincoln penny and its jaw-dropping value. You could be holding on to something worth millions, and with the right knowledge and strategy, you can cash in on this rare opportunity. But remember, time is of the essence. If you wait too long, you could miss out on the chance to sell your rare coins for the highest price. So, start looking through your change jar and get educated on how to identify the hidden treasures in your collection. Don't let this once-in-a-lifetime chance slip through your fingers. Take action today, and who knows? You could soon be living the life of your dreams, all because of a simple coin. Are you sitting on a small fortune and don't even know it? Imagine checking your change jar and finding a coin worth millions. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth up to $2.1 million. Stay tuned, because today, we're going to dive into the shocking truth behind the 1996 D mint mark Lincoln penny, a rare coin that could change your life forever. You're going through your old coin collection, and you find an ordinary-looking 1996 D mint mark Lincoln penny. At first glance, it seems like just another penny, nothing special. But then, as you research the coin's value, your heart starts racing. Could it really be worth $2.1 million? The answer, in many cases, is yes. Now, you might be thinking, no way, that's impossible. A penny that's worth millions? How could that happen? Well, let's get into it. The 1996 D Lincoln penny isn't rare in the traditional sense. Millions were minted. But here's where things get interesting. Some of these pennies were struck with a rare error, a minting flaw that makes them incredibly valuable. You see, a small number of these coins were produced with a special feature, a double die obverse. If you have one of these, the coin could be worth anywhere between a few $1,000s and, in extreme cases, up to $2.1 million. But how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? That's the crucial question. I'm going to walk you through exactly what to look for. Stay with me, because this could be the moment you've been waiting for. Here's where the excitement, and let's be honest, the anxiety, starts to kick in. Do you know how to spot a double die obverse on your 1996 D Lincoln penny? It's not as simple as just staring at the coin for a few seconds. You need to carefully inspect it under magnification. Look closely at the date and the inscriptions on the front of the coin, especially the word Liberty and the date itself. If you notice any doubling or a shadow effect, or the letters seem to overlap or duplicate, you could have found a golden ticket. This error makes the coin highly sought after by collectors, and highly valuable. Now, I know what you're thinking, but I don't know anything about coin errors. How can I be sure I've got a valuable penny? Don't worry, I've got you covered. One of the best ways to confirm if your coin is truly valuable is to have it professionally graded by experts. A reputable grading service will authenticate the coin and assign it a value. So, before you start making wild guesses, take that extra step and ensure you're not leaving money on the table. By the way, I know this sounds like a treasure hunt, but don't start diving into your penny jar just yet. We're not looking for a regular old penny here. This isn't the time to panic and think, I found a penny in the parking lot today, maybe it's worth a fortune. Slow down, my friend. We're looking for that special error coin, and trust me, it's worth your time to find out if you have one. Alright, here's where things get real. If you've done your homework and found a 1996 D mint mark Lincoln penny with the double die obverse, it's time to make some big decisions. This is where the life-changing part comes into play. Imagine selling that coin and watching your bank account grow by thousands or even millions of dollars. Yes, there are stories of people who have sold their rare pennies for life-altering sums of money, some even selling for over $2 million. But here's the catch: these opportunities are fleeting. The market for rare coins is volatile, and that window of opportunity might not stay open forever. Coin collectors are constantly hunting for these valuable pieces, and the demand could increase or decrease. So, if you found one of these rare pennies, time is of the essence. Don't wait too long. The clock is ticking. Now, before you rush off to check your penny jar or dig through your old change, let me leave you with one last thought. The world of rare coins isn't always as simple as it seems. While some coins can fetch millions, others might be worth less than you expect. In the next video, I'll reveal the secrets of how to determine if your penny is worth a fortune or just a regular coin. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Stay tuned, and let's see if you've really got a $1 million penny on your hands. 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, and it could be worth up to $2 million. Sounds crazy, right? But in the world of rare coins, there are hidden treasures just waiting to be discovered, and I'm here to show you how to find them. But here's the catch: most people don't even realize they have these treasures. And as time goes by, these rare coins are becoming harder to find. The market is shifting fast, and if you're not paying attention, you could miss your chance to cash in. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot this coin and why it could change your life forever. Before we get into the details, let's first take a look at why this penny is so special. Let's start with its history, because understanding the past can help you unlock the future. The 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny was part of the regular circulation set, but it wasn't just any ordinary penny. The U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies in 2006, but some of these pennies were struck with unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest. And I know what you're thinking: how could something so common be worth so much? It's easy to think that, but let me tell you, this coin is far from ordinary. If you don't start looking for pennies like these now, you could be leaving money on the table. Lots of it. The 2006 D Mint Mark penny was made at the Denver Mint, and while many of these coins are just worth 1 cent, there are rare variations with errors or unique features that make them incredibly valuable. We're talking about coins that could be worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, and yes, up to $2 million. That I know what you're thinking: $2 million for a penny? That's like saying a paperclip could pay off my mortgage. Well, trust me, it's not as crazy as it sounds. You'd be shocked by the value some coins hold. We're living in a world where small things can lead to big changes. So, how do you find this coin? And more importantly, what should you be looking for to know if you've got a penny worth a fortune? Let's dive into the key factors that separate the $1 pennies from the potential $1 million ones. It's all about condition and errors. The value of a 2006 D Lincoln penny skyrockets if it has certain rare errors that make it unique. And while it's not always easy to spot, it's possible, and it's well worth the effort. Hold on, though, because I'm about to reveal a rare error you've probably never heard of. It's something that can increase the value of your penny by thousands of dollars, but you'll want to be quick. These pennies are disappearing fast from circulation. One of the key mistakes to look for is the double die error. This happens when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned. You might notice that the details of Lincoln's portrait or the date appear to be doubled or even blurry. If you find one of these, congratulations, you could be holding on to something extremely valuable. So, now that you know what to look for, let's talk about the market. What's driving the price of these pennies to incredible heights? The market for rare pennies has exploded. With collectors and investors always on the lookout for high-value coins, the demand for unique and rare coins is stronger than ever. What's more, the market doesn't just appreciate, it accelerates. The longer you wait to sell, the more you risk losing out on a golden opportunity. Imagine finding that 2006 D Lincoln penny with a double die error, and you decide to hold on to it for a few more years. Fast forward, and suddenly the price has dropped, or, worse, you can't find a buyer. That's the risk of hesitation. The market is unpredictable, and rare coins are becoming more valuable every day. If you're serious about living a wealthy lifestyle, you need to start acting now. Your time is limited, and coins like these don't last forever. So, do you want to keep waiting for your next big payday? Or are you ready to go treasure hunting in your own pocket? You might be one coin away from a fortune. Now, let's talk about where to sell this coin once you found it. Because knowing what you have is one thing, but knowing where to sell it for the best price, that's a whole other story. To wrap up, if you've got a 2060 Lincoln penny sitting in your collection or even in your loose change jar, there's a real chance it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. But time is of the essence. Every moment you hesitate is a moment someone else is profiting from a coin just like yours. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on rare coins and how you can cash in on these hidden treasures. And if you have a 2060 penny, or any other rare coins, get them checked out before it's too late. This could be your ticket to a wealthier future. I'll see you in the next video, where I'll reveal the next rare coin to keep an eye out for. You won't want to miss it. Trust me.